All right, we are going to get a file set up for using the vinyl plotter to cut out a sticker. So one or two colors is really as many colors as you can do. Things get a lot more complicated when we add colors to it. So I have two designs, and right now they look pretty similar. But if I do Control Y on my keyboard, and we can look at the outline mode of things, we can see that they look differently, and this is how the plotter would cut things out. So on this one, it would cut through these shapes. If we look at this side, it would cut around the shapes, and that's what we want. It also has some other funny things, like the mouth here would just cut one line right here, and that's not what we're looking for. We want it to cut on the outline of the shape. Also, the type won't show up in this one, and on this one, it's going to cut around the type, so it will show up. So I'm going to hit Control Y one more time, go out of the outline mode, and we're going to set this guy up to look like the one over here that would cut out properly. So we could start with this ear, and right now that blue part is where it would cut, and we want it to cut on the outside of that shape. We need to go up to Object and down to Path, and we want to outline the stroke. So Object, Path, Outline, Stroke. So it added here. Right now it's going to cut in 3 places. We're going to use a Pathfinder to simplify that one. So you might have Pathfinder open already in your properties, but if you don't, you can always go to Window, head down to Pathfinder, and here's our little panel. So here's our shape. We are going to, I think we're going to use Merge. We click on that, you can see that it simplifies it, and now it's cutting on the outside of that path. So that's what we wanted there. The next one is we can check the outline mode again, Control Y. This shape is going to run through this one. We want it to go on the outside of it. So Control Y to get out of the outline mode. Select both shapes, and then we might have to click around here. Let's see if Merge will do it. So Merge, I'm going to hit Merge one more time, and Merge. There it goes. So it's going to cut around this shape now, and that's set up like we want. The eyes are still a little bit weird. It has this shape on top of this shape, and we're going to combine those. So I'm going to hold down Shift so I get both of those shapes selected. And on this one, we need a different Pathfinder. We're going to do minus front. And when I hit that one, it combines the two. We can check the difference between this eye and this eye. Control Y, outline mode, and we can see that we fixed that one. All right, on to the mouth. The mouth we want to cut on the outside of the shape. So we're going to do that same thing that we did. Object, Path, Outline, Stroke. And that switches it to be on the outside of the path there. The other thing with any type that you have in there, you need to convert them to be anchor points. So while your type is selected, you can do a right click, and we want to create outlines. So right click, create outlines, and now it changes the type to be an object, and it has anchor points, and we can adjust it. So that's all those. The next thing I want to encourage you to do is to make your sticker as large as it can be for the artboard. So we're going to put it on there, not going right to the edge, but getting pretty close. The bigger your sticker is, the better chance it has of turning out in the plotter of making the cuts work. From here, I would go on and change the other eye and ear to get working, remembering to use that Control Y to look at the outline mode to see what exactly would be cutting, and undoing Control Y. But once I get it all set up, make it large on my artboard, I'm going to save the file, and I'm going to email it to me, and we can cut it out on the plotter. All right.